Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay. Happy Sunday. Or I think it's Monday in Asia if anybody is tuning in early tomorrow morning, which I think there are a couple in New Zealand and Australia and a couple in Asia. Happy Monday morning. Happy Sunday to the rest of you. And apologies for getting started a little bit late, but we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the same time. We keep testing this out. So
Renee and I have to do all of the technology ourselves. And
yeah. If anybody ever wants to help us with that in the future, who's really good at this stuff, let us know.
Please.
Yeah, let us know. So anyway, people will just start coming in. And so bear with us as people just continue to come in, but we will get started.
Let's do that.
Yay. So again, thank you for joining us today. The guides that we channel want us to open up this forum complimentary to people, more extensively, you could say, and more often, really for healing, especially as we kind of go into the holidays and we go into the darker, colder months for at least of those of us on this hemisphere, right? We're about ready to go into winter and there's increasing COVID restrictions. And so for all of those reasons, we just want to be available to you all as vessels so our guides can come through and do whatever healing they magically do. So for those of us in the United States, this is the week of Thanksgiving. So it's the week of gratitude. And we're just so grateful to be here with you all. So thanks for coming.
So I want to thank all of our, everybody that is new today to our channeling, and to all of our, all of the participants and everyone that does come here on a regular basis. I want to thank you also for coming and being here this Sunday.
Yeah, we did see a bunch of our regulars who signed up. So that's awesome. Apologies for having to go through who we channel and how we channel for those who are always with us, but we're just going to spend just a few minutes on who we channel and how we channel for the newbies.
And how do we channel?
So who we channel is we channel quite a few energies actually, but for the simplistic view, we channel largely the ascended masters that make up many. They come through and they speak collectively as one voice through us. Mm-hmm. So for most of the time, it'll be the ascended masters that you'll be hearing from. And the interesting thing that took us a long time to realize this, whoever is on the call, whoever's in the room, whoever's, whoever is, should be a way to let everybody in afterwards. Got to work on that, Zoom. You got to upgrade your features there. Anyway, the frequencies of which you all are. So all of us are made up of vibrations and frequencies, believe it or not. We're energy fields that are we all have our unique frequencies. So when our guides come through, they see, feel, sense, and know the frequencies that are here today. And so based on that, you guys actually collectively and individually call forth the energies that we channel. So in other words, if the energy of Miriam of Magdala, who is one of our main guides, otherwise known as Mary Magdalene, or Yeshua, otherwise known as Jesus, no religious dogma attached to that, Muhammad, Buddha, there are several goddesses, all of these energies that may come through will come through for you because you call them forth. That's kind of how it works. It took us a while to actually realize that.
Yeah, so whatever energy is here, our guides are going to know who or what energies you are, and whatever comes through us, it will happen. You'll see the energies changing. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about what's different the way we channel is that the energies don't come through me. They come first through Renee, and then they will come into me, and they form a three-dimensional triangle. It's a way to communicate, a way to heal. And Renee has or will be also interpreting in a certain way as well.
I'm also the grounding cord in addition. So when the energy comes through me, I feel it. I sometimes vibrate and shake. especially when we bring forth big energies like Jeshua, Magdalene, Metatron, Melchizedek. These are 4 of the biggest energies that we channel.
Yeah.
But I'm also grounded. So even though I feel the vibrations and the energy come through, I'm grounded. So if anything feels weird, bring it up. It's a completely safe forum. I mean, of course, we are live today, so bear that in mind. But we do want to create a sacred container where you guys all feel safe. So if anything freaks you out for whatever reason, either raise your hand, text something in, or what have you. So, yay. Allison, good to see you too. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, and then how we channel.
How we channel? Well, the energies are first coming through Renee. They're going to come through her crown chakra, solar plexus, into my solar plexus, and then back out through my crown. And that's basically how it's done. They do not come through me first. They will come through Renee first.
Yeah.
Our guides, we refer to them as the Ascended Masters, but they can go by any particular name, spirit guides or just guides. They will refer to Renee as Gaia because they'll say that is the prime energy that she is
that I manifested
that she's manifesting
or incarnated in this lifetime. So all of us, all of you have a distinct energy that you showed up in this incarnation, believe it or not. It doesn't mean that's the only thing that you made that you're made up of. So I have goddess energy, I have Gaia energy, you may be prime angelic energy or seraphim energy or dragon energy. Christine's on the call. We all have different energies, elemental, right? If you're really connected to the earth and so forth. So whatever that is, that's your prime, meaning the way that it's going to be easiest for you to connect to these higher dimensions. It doesn't mean that you can't get there another way. Right. Yoga, Buddhism, meditation, whatever it happens to be, there's many, many ways to get to these higher dimensions and connect, but your primary source energy allows you to connect the easiest. That's probably the simplest way of putting it.
Yes. A lot of times they'll say that I have angelic energy running through me. I am definitely not from the angelic realm.
At least not in his human form. Trust me, I live with him.
But I guess it's an
girls
energy
all know what I'm talking
that
about.
runs through me. Thank you.
Men never really mature.
Something's going on with our YouTube channel. I don't know why the picture's off, but
yeah, I don't know. So we're not sure what's going on there, but I'm not going to worry about it.
No,
so
can't worry about it.
We're going to focus here for those people who specifically registered, actually took the time to register. So we want to spend as much time or keep as much time for channeling. We will probably go over because we always go over. Those of you know that, and we want to give you, a full hour of channeling. So I think, is that it?
That's about it. So
is there any questions before we actually get started? So just real quick housekeeping, keep yourself on mute. That would be awesome, just for the sake of the channeling and for the sake of everybody else being able to hear without distractions. So just put yourself all on mute, be great. And then for questions, ask whatever your heart desires, really. The only thing that I would suggest, just because I know our guides will not answer in such a public forum, they will not answer personal questions. So, should I stay in my marriage is kind of off the table. So really personal stuff they won't get into because first of all, we have a limited amount of time. Second of all, we're public. And third of all, just for the sake of the group,
right?
Keep the questions, again, whatever your heart desires that's on your mind about the soul, the soul's journey, the cosmos, COVID, the American elections, if you must. I shouldn't have even brought it up because somebody will ask about it anyway. But whatever is really on your mind, but if it's of value also to the group, that would be awesome because that's better for everyone. And then lastly, just a reminder that this is live and being recorded. So just bear that in mind. Although as you pose questions, it's going to be in the chat anyway, and that won't really be showing up in the video. So
again, everybody just have, I always like to have water next to me and something to drink. Relax into the energies. However it makes you feel, to kind of just go with it. And if it makes you feel sleepy, that's okay. But again, always try to stay awake and be present. You'll see my head, my body moving different ways. My head will go back. It looks like I'm breathing in a lot. My breath is going to change. What they literally do is they step into my auric field, and they'll step into Renee's as well.
It may look like they're possessing his body, which, believe it or not, we thought the same for 2.5, 3 years even.
Well, let's just say they're
maybe not that long,
they're stepping in, and they're
stepping into his energy body or his auric field, or it's also called the Merkaba body. There's many different names for it. If you're a biologist or scientist, they simply call it the quantum field, right? And you can also ask about quantum, because we do bridge the gap in many, many ways between science and spirituality. And it's really just two ways of looking at the same thing.
So right now I can feel their energy coming in. It makes my head spin a little bit, which is okay. And it's just basically preparing me for the connection right now. Could we move that just a little bit, the water out of the way a little bit?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So we're just going to kick off with
Renee's going to place some of her crystal bowls.
Yeah, so just gently, although, one of them is the crown, connect to the bee crown. It's probably not the best bowl for today, but the best thing for all of us to do right now, it looks like some questions are coming through already. And so let me just scroll back up, because this is a question for Renee and Anthony, not for the guides. Ariam, I'm not sure if I have your name correctly, but yes, we do teach people how to channel. That's a lot of what we do in our courses. We don't call it how to channel. It's more how to connect. And when you connect, you channel in your own way. But yes, of course. And then questions can come. So if you have any more questions for us, let's bring the guides through. And then if you have questions for us, Teresa, we can do that after the guides leave. And then we will connect shortly. So just get yourself grounded. Everybody feel, just take a deep, deep breath. And just feel yourself connected to the earth below you. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. For the Kundalini practitioners among us, you can do it out through your nose. But just feel yourself connected to Gaia below you. A good visualization is having your feet and your legs wrapped around the roots of a redwood tree. And in that inner knowing, know that you are connected to the higher dimensions as well as Earth. There's no separation. I didn't really have time to connect to my bowls, guys. You're already here.
It is always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia. Thank you for receiving us. We understand precisely why we are here.
Hey, guys.
Do you know why we are here?
You are here to answer questions. So our guides are now here.
First of all, we are going to make these statements to you. You're all here for a reason, aren't you? You all wish to connect, be a channeler, feel your life more, know who you are. The reasons why we are here is to give you these answers. We wish to tell you these things, and we always tell you the same thing, that you are no different than we are. You may refer to us as the Ascended Masters, but we too have had lives on the earth plane as well. We are here to assist you. We are here to allow you to connect to who you truly are in this lifetime. We are here to wake you up, to enliven your DNA, to straighten your chakras. We wish to give you what it is that you desire. And above all things, remember that you are love and light first. Remember these things, and you will remember who you are in this lifetime. 1 second, please.
So a lot of times when they say 1 second or you hear a clicking, they're either shifting energies. So imagine the collective consciousness speaking as one voice. And if one particular energy like Magdalene or a goddess wants to come forward, it's almost like their soul shines brighter.
In a way, yes. We're asking Anthony to get out of the way a little bit. What does that mean, to get out of the way? Well, many times, oftentimes, usually always, you are in the way of connecting with who you truly are. You have been taught that you are separate from everything. You've been taught that you need to be separate from God or goddess, source energy, that you need to be separate from everything, and you're not. You are one with us. So when we tell Anthony to get out of the way, we're simply telling him, relax. Relax into the energies. Allow us to become part of your soul and your energy body. And we would like to tell you that as well. And there are different ways to do that. There are many different ways to become relaxed and one with source energy. And source energy is nothing more than universal consciousness. All of you make up the universal consciousness. There is no separation. We are all one. The only thing that's really different is that you have a separate frequency, a different code, if you will. But then again, you're made up of many different codes. Many of these things you refer to as your ancestors or your shadow work.
Depending on who, Thomas Hubel speaks about it often as shadow work.
Now we will take questions.
Yeah, and so Catherine didn't really have a question. I'm just going to use first names for privacy, okay? So that way it protects all of your privacy and all of that. But she wants a more clear sign to see her path and how to find her true self, feeling so stuck. There is so much stuckness now. You're not alone, Catherine, for sure. It's a lot of stuckness because even when we are shining and shedding our light, particularly what's going on in the world between COVID and Trump and like all of this just hysteria from the media, it's hard to shine our light sometimes. And so do you want to speak to that before we move forward?
Speak to stuckness.
Yeah.
Thickness. Not being able to move.
I think we should just do a course on stepping into love. I think that would be like really helpful for people who are in that stuckness.
Stuckness.
Yeah. I mean, this is part of what the guides were saying about not going into your heart. When you go into your heart place and you're present, you can get the clarity you need.
Now, in order to be unstuck, as you call it, you have to change the very perception of being stuck. You have the perception of believing that you are stuck. In essence and in reality, you are not stuck. You only see it that way. So how do you change your perceptions of being unstuck? Well, we don't know. Yes, we do. We do know. Now, each soul is different and it's unique. You have to understand and change the way that you think about you as a living, breathing being. This body that you see here, the body that you have, it is a perception. Think of yourselves as being beautiful light energy beings, and that you have the capacity to do anything you desire as long as you put your intention to it. Stay in the present moment all the time. Do not dwell on the past and do not plan on the future. Stay here. Let go of the ego. Do not worry about what others say to you or think about you. You know you best. You know you best. You know you best. And I say that 3 times, and we will always say it 3 times because there are always magic in numbers. Remember, let go. It's okay. Call upon your guides and they will come here. But do not believe that you have karmic energy that's making you feel stuck. Because if you do believe that, then you shall create the universe in which you are living. That is to say, let go and create a universe of love, light, and energy. And you be that love, light, energy, and you give that to others in service and gratitude.
So Abraham Hicks spoke about it as the vortex. This is essentially a parallel way to describe that. What we focus on is what we manifest more of in our, they called it universe, in our world, in our known world of everyday living. So don't focus on stuckness. And if you focus on stuckness, you'll get more stuckness.
That is correct. Whatever you focus on, the universe will give it to you.
So hopefully that was helpful. We'll move on because I think other questions will dive deeper with that. What's the current role of gurus in spiritual communities? There's always a role for community. Always will be.
The role of gurus and communities.
Yes.
Let's first speak about the role of gurus. Okay. She said we should speak louder. We hear you, Gaia. The role of a guru is to allow you to walk upon your path in a unique way. The guru can only show you different paths that you can take in order to discover who you truly are. The guru will give you instructions of how to do that. But the guru will not make you who you are. Learn from many gurus, teachers, because we tell you these things. There is no one guru. There is no one master. There is no one teacher. You are the guru. And as we say, gu you. And that means you be the guru. You be your main teacher. You take the information from many gurus, light workers, masters, healers, and you decide what you want to do with it.
If you feel aligned to it. So whatever you feel aligned to initially is what's going to open you, but you're not going to stay there. So for example, I shouldn't say that, but if you feel aligned to shamanism as a way or a path, then that might be your unlocking, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will always stay within that path of teaching. It may just be a bridge to something else.
That is correct. That is why there are many different paths. When you're on a path and you are working with a guru, allow that guru to give you information. If you resonate with it, continue. If it opens you further, continue. but it does not necessarily mean that you will always be on the same path.
Because you also have to go inward, right? As above, as below, as inward, as outward, right? So both are necessary.
Yes, that is correct. Community. We didn't get to that yet.
Yes, now I know.
What better aspect of you as human beings is there than community? You are in a community right now, and the community is one of a very high vibrational frequency. This is a community in which you should always dwell, live, be, exist. For when you are in this type of community all the time, your brain becomes used to it. Your DNA becomes accustomed to it. Your chakras become alive.
Your chakras become aligned too.
They do. What we're trying to say is this: birds of a feather will flock together. Stay in the community that gives you and feeds you the sustenance that you need, the energy that you require, so that you may give out the energy of love and light to others. That is the beauty of communities. Stay in a community of love and light.
Of love and light. I was just going to add that, but you guys said it already, that just, one way to decide whether the community is in alignment for the long haul is it focused on love? It's an easy question. Regardless of belief system, is it focused on love?
Your intuition, and you will know.
So, okay, COVID, when will the pandemic dissipate? When will the pandemic? Because we're all feeling.
Are you saying end, dissipate, disappear? What is the word that you're using?
She uses the word end.
Pandemic, something that goes around your globe.
Yes.
When will it end?
Some communities are back in lockdown again.
Do you want a absolute Newtonian answer?
I love that. There we go. Bringing in science. The Newtonian people over here of absolutes, the quantum physicist over here in probabilities and possibilities.
First, you must see yourselves as not being absolute. There are no absolutes. There are only probabilities that may exist, that can exist. The pandemic, you wish to know when will it end? It will never end. The viral infection that is within your earth realm at this time will be managed. And when we say managed, we mean there will be different ways that human species will manage it through their science. But also, must we say this too, through your spirituality. As your science advances, so does your spirituality. You see, they are not separate, but they are together. The more scientific you become, the greater you will realize that you're not alone. So when does it end? Well, it slowly becomes a part of human existence. Just like all of the viral infections, the bacterial infections, all of the diseases that seem to plague humanity. Let us tell you these things first. Always stay in a residence of love, and you will strengthen your energy body. This is the energy body. When this becomes strengthened, your soul becomes strengthened.
And the physical body becomes strengthened.
Yes.
Sorry.
We don't distinguish between physical and energetic. You understand?
Well, but I think it might be confusing for some people. So they see the energy and physical body being as one because they're so interconnected. So when disease ultimately hits, whether it's COVID or cancer, it hits our energy body first, which is the energy body that we can't see with the human eyes, but that kind of coats us, if you like. Is that a better way of describing
Yes.
it?
You might say that there is a disruption in your energy body, which is going to cause a disruption in your physical body.
But if your energy body is strong through keeping your chakras aligned, healthy diet, exercise, plenty of sleep, all of these things, meditation, yoga, all of these things that help keep our energy body strong, right? You want it to be as thick as possible. When it gets little holes poked in our energy body like a sponge, that's when disease and dysfunction can
We don't
come in.
refer to your energy body as being thick. We refer to it as being light and airy,
I'm trying to
flexible.
trying to draw a parallel
We
analogy
understand.
for the human brain
Yes,
to understand.
we understand. And we appreciate your guidance as well, Gaia,
Oh, guys.
for all of the souls that you are assisting now.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Are there more questions?
There's many more questions. Yes. What do the guides have to say about the twin collective as we wrap up 2020 and begin 2021? What is forthcoming and how to better bridge quantum and 3D? Fabulous question. Love it.
The twin collective. First of all, twin. One and the same, but different.
Yes.
Collective.
Like
A
us,
gathering.
the twins, the twins.
We know what you mean. So a twin collective, what you're going to start seeing is this. There will be more of you that we will see and meet what you refer to as twin flames. A twin flame is one soul that creates another. They will always be together. There is no end, there is no beginning, but they will always be together in some form, whether it is in this earth plane or another, but they will always be together. You will start seeing this twins now coming out. More twins as you begin to evolve. And the question is, why? Why will there be more twins?
And by the way, a lot of people confuse this with soulmates because twin flames are not necessarily romantic partners. Often they're not, actually. Usually they come in some other form. So it could be brother, sister, it could be close friend, it could be parent, it could be cousin.
It does not matter whether it's female, male, 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 female, female. But the fact that the twins are coming together creates an energy vortex that is much stronger than one that is singular. When there are twin flames that come together, special things happen. What occurs is an enlightenment of both. And when that happens, they start to recognize who they both are on this earth plane and that there is a job to be done. And that job is to assist others and to assist humanity. You will see more communities created in that way. There will be many more twins in the coming years, many more twins. But that still is a ways away. Your species as human beings are starting now to wake up. You're starting to understand your connectedness to the source of everything. The all, as you call it.
The Brit, which is the quantum that she's speaking to.
Now, the quantum aspect is this. You must see yourselves not as body, bone, flesh, marrow, but you must see yourselves in a quantum manner. That is particles, wave forms, particles of a universe that is never separate.
We're made up of the same thing as the universe.
We always tell you that you do not occupy a space-time continuum. You literally are the space-time continuum of your own universe. This has incredible implications because it allows you to understand that there is no separation between you, us, and all that are here in this present moment, and that you all have the ability to channel in your own unique ways. So you see, you truly are of the cosmos. You have family waiting in the wings, if you will.
They're all here now.
To assist you in waking up and understanding your consciousness. Your planet in this particular realm is on the precipice of doing that now. It may not seem like it, but it is. And all of you are participants of it. What you do now, you do everywhere else within the universe, within the energy realm, within the energy verse as well. There are vibrational patterns that are going on at this very moment.
In other words, there's multiple yous or multiple aspects of you that are existing in other dimensions simultaneously. And every action, word, thought that you have in this dimensional reality, the Earth plane, 2020, affects everything else.
That is correct. Very well said, Gaia.
So let's see. How to release confusion and doubt and have divinely aligned discernment and wisdom. I love the word discernment. Love the word discernment. So a lot of times, especially as we do start to connect, right, it's so important for us to have discernment about who and what we are connecting to.
Discernment.
Always ask. I mean, even though sometimes when our guides come through, and we've been doing this for a very long time, if I even sense a subtle difference of a collective energy coming through and it doesn't feel familiar, I'll ask them, who's here? And they'll say, well, it's your guides. And I'm like, yeah, but there's some new energy here. So if that new energy is of divine love, great, but you always should ask. I think that's not exactly what the question meant, but I wanted to bring that up because discernment is
of
important.
Paramount importance. Now, how do you become discerning as a soul? You practice it. You must practice discernment. It is a daily activity. You may gather your discernment through your meditations, through your prayers, your daily spiritual practice, and there you will gain discernment. Remember who you are first and foremost, that you are of the highest light beings. In understanding this, all of the guilt, all of the fear, all of the shame will slowly disappear. But this too is a practice. You see, they work hand in hand. The more you let go of fear, guilt, shame, the more you become discerning about who you truly are in this universe, who you truly are as a soul. Remember, stay with those that will feed you light and love, and they will assist you in becoming the greatest discerning soul there is. It takes practice and time, old souls, but you're getting there. Allow others to assist you with your discernment as well. In time, you will come to know that you are only love and light, and that nothing can come into your auric field unless you choose. Do you understand? Discernment takes time. It is a practice. but you are getting there.
And a lot of times people will ask us about certain teachers or teachings as a way to discern, is this right for us? And so, knowing what's right for you is impossible, right? Because only you can feel in alignment with what you're connecting to. But we will say this, because if it's not from a place of love, or if there's a political agenda or an economic agenda or a health agenda or any kind of agenda, then that's really the ego running the agenda and not spirit. So you'll know when it's spirit because it's light, it's airy, it's of love, and there's no agenda.
Anthony has become very good at discerning. He feels the energies now subtly entering his auric field. Angelic energies are here now.
Ooh. So we also channel the angelic energies, not to be confused with the religious angels with wings.
But you can see them as angels with wings. That is a beautiful perception.
So yeah, we just, we're right in the middle of an angel channeling course right now. In fact, we have one more week of it. But the funny thing about the angelic realm is they don't talk as much like the ascended masters do. They do much more healing.
That is precisely correct. They are here to heal.
They're here to heal. So sometimes we'll spend 15, 20 minutes in the course just doing healing activations and energetic upgrades. And what comes through is the angelic and the seraphim energy. Seraphim is very similar to the angelic energy. I know some of you guys on this call today are in our angel course. So, okay. So for the guides, as we come here and have soul contracts with our family members, don't remind me about that one. Is it okay to feel like you have done all you can and need to disconnect from them to feel safe and at peace? My brother has such anger towards me, and I realize it's not what I want to continue to carry in my life and do not see a path forward for us. Ugh. Here, soul sister. If there's not, I imagine every single person on this Zoom call and everybody who's watching live on Instagram and Facebook, right? We all have a family member, whether it's a sister or brother or an aunt or uncle, where we're in just such disharmony with, or feels like they just are out. We're always with battle. We're always kind of in a battle, or they don't understand us. So here for bringing that up, because I know that is just something that perils all of us. Sorry for the added, sorry for that added commentary. So the last piece I'll repeat again. My brother has such anger towards me, and I realize it's not what I want to continue to carry in my life and do not see a forward path for us.
Let's speak about that a little bit. Now, why do we have soul contracts, as you call them? They're not really contracts. Some will say that you signed something. You didn't sign anything. You simply made an agreement, in a sense, that one soul would come into your life to assist you on your journey. Why is your brother here assisting you? You don't see it as assisting, but we do. And how is that possible? Well, your brother is showing you who you are not. You are not anger. You are not deceit. You are not ignorance.
You are not judgment.
No, you are not. But what is she?
Love.
She is of love. What your brother is showing you in this lifetime is that you are the opposite of all the things that he represents. And that is one of the most loving things a sibling can show you. So you see, what you see as being hatred is nothing more than assisting you on your path. Now the question remains, Do you need to separate yourself from this? Break the contract.
Or whatever you want to call it.
We will tell you these things. If you feel that the energies coming from your family members are serving you in this lifetime, then stay with them. However, if the energies from your family members no longer serve you, then you can separate from them if you choose. But you must choose how you're going to separate. Remember, just because you decide not to reside in their energy fields doesn't mean that you don't love them. It only means that you have decided to be of a higher light being in this lifetime, and there you will stay. So it's okay. You don't have to reside in that energy field any longer, but you still can love your brother. And that is okay as well.
They're not mutually exclusive.
No, you are never apart. Isn't that correct?
Yeah. And I can't tell you, I mean, Anthony and I both have siblings, similar situation.
You do indeed.
We do indeed. And I guarantee all of us have some aspect of that. And so, you can ask yourself, why did I choose to bring this pain and angst and frustration into my life when all I want is this just loving relationship with my brother or sister? But it doesn't work that way, right? We need to rise above the shadows and just shine light. Just shine light. Just shine light.
Kill them with kindness, you will say, don't you?
Yes.
Kill them with kindness.
And
show them that you are only love and light.
Yeah. Don't feed into the, this is exactly what's happening in our media, but at a macro level. You can look at our families at a micro level, politics, economy, global agendas as a macro level. Once you feed the troll, right, what happens, right? You get caught into the troll and you get sucked down the spiral, and you don't want to be down there in these lower vibrations. You want to be up here in the high vibrations of love.
That is correct, Gaia. Very well said. Remember, you are who you frequent.
Yeah.
And be of the highest frequency and amplitude.
Yeah, it's a tough one, though.
It is a difficult one.
We all have to deal with that.
But it does take time.
So Teresa wants to know, is the Star of Bethlehem really a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction? Will the December 21st, which is almost a month away now, or a month away, will the December 21st Jupiter-Saturn conjunction bring this same level of spiritual advancement of mankind? So in other words, is this so-called
the star
event, will that shift things in alignment, I think is what she's saying, or bring a level of spiritual advancement of some kind, shift the energy field of some kind in a significant way? All star, moon, and sun shifts, by the way, everything that happens in the cosmos affects us.
Why is that?
Because we're all made of it.
You are correct.
All connected.
So we will say these things to you. You are made up of stardust. Your planets are made up of stardust. Everything is connected. Just as the moon controls the oceans and the waves, so does it control the cycles of a woman. You feel them as a woman as well. And even as a man, you will feel these subtleties, changes within your own planetary system. You see, you're not separate from them. Now, will there be a greater connection spiritually? We will tell you that it will change the energy fields around your earth. Now, what is important is this. There is what you refer to as a crystalline grid that runs through your world and around it. When these planets become an alignment of these planets, there will be a change in the crystalline grid within your earth realm.
Which is where the Akashic Records is held, also is in this grid.
And your energy bodies are made up of the crystalline grid as well. When these crystalline grids become energized, so do you as a species. But you have to take advantage of it. Rise, awaken the consciousness of who you are. Be in communities of high vibrational light. And there you will raise your consciousness. So it will occur. It will allow you to connect easier to the all, to your guides, to whomever you desire. So yes, one more point on the Star of Bethlehem. That was not a star exactly. It was more what you refer to as a supernova.
Ah, okay.
But it was something that had occurred millions of years before. You were seeing a light of something in the past, that's all.
Fascinating.
You still see these things in your skies all the time. What you see in the sky as stars sometimes are nothing more than the light of a supernova that had gone extinct millions of years ago.
Does that mean the song that I have been singing since childhood, "A Little Town of Bethlehem," about the star needs to be rewritten?
No, it doesn't. Remember, you are the perceptions of who you are. As we told Renee and Anthony from the very beginning, we are not who you think we are, because we are you. We are the stardust, the starlight from which you are made as well.
So it's the collective consciousness of all of us, including our own guides, that come forward.
That is correct.
And by the way, this is leading nicely into REM, your thing about Isis. We're going to get to that. That's because that's part of the manifestation of humanity and partly not. So, but before that, why did we get COVID and how can I connect with my guides? So I think how can we connect to our guides? We'll cover that more generally in REM's question as a follow-up to that, Rhonda. So let's, if we want to address the collective consciousness of COVID.
COVID.
And by the way, Rhonda, we have maybe 3 or 4 videos on our YouTube channel that is at least an hour long on how, if you want to go, and they're free to view and watch. So just, you know, after this call, definitely check out some of our COVID specific videos.
There is no one reason why COVID is here, but we'll give you a few ideas. Each time your technology changes and takes a quantum leap, there are changes that occur within the consciousness of human beings. One thing is this. COVID didn't come onto you because it is a malice, or because it's evil, or because it's an illness. COVID is here, and we know this is difficult to understand. It is here because your consciousness as a human species has called it forth. And why? Why would something so, in your perception, be malignant and cause so much, again, death, which is your perception? One reason that we can give you is this, and we hope that you can understand. As a collective consciousness,
Louder.
As a species,
I'm having a hard time hearing.
You are evolving. You are ascending, if you will. You are becoming a higher vibrational pattern as a species. Many times, in order to get to the light, you must walk through the fire, in a manner of speaking. You as a species are walking through that proverbial fire at this very time. And what are you doing now? You are coming together in communities more now than ever before. You are connecting in more ways than you ever have before. You are starting to understand the importance of divinity, of masculine, divinity of feminine, and coming together. And that is most important for not only your species, but for the planet that you refer to as Earth. In order for there to be balance, both masculine and feminine must come together and work together as one and balance. And you're seeing that now in a collective consciousness.
Like imagine, right? A woman of color as a vice president of the free world. Like just imagine, right? Would that have happened without us all having to go inward so deep?
And as we said before, your technology is changing. It's evolving very quickly. Anytime your species, any species has a very quick evolution of technology, there is a drawback to that, in a manner of speaking again. We don't see it as being...
Are you talking about 5G?
Yes, things of that nature. It takes time for the human genome, the human body, the human energy form to become accustomed to these new energies. And that is what's occurring as well, also. We understand this is difficult to understand, but know this. You as a species, as human beings, will be much, much better for it. There are now beings, as you call them, babies, that are being born at this time that will be able to connect to all of the energy realms much easier than you are at this time. We are here to assist you. However, because your species is evolving very quickly now, your consciousness is evolving as well as your science. It is all connected. We are here to assist you.
Yeah, and often, I mean, if you guys even look back historically, all of the quantum revelations kind of all happened in a snowball effect. And so when that happens, technology advances almost in parallel to meet it, right? And that's what's happening with spirituality now. They're all literally, right? I mean, Greg Braden, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, all of these guys are coming forward with science, biology, and medical advancement to kind of draw parallels to all of the esoteric teachings that we're talking about today. So
very good.
Exciting stuff. So REM, God, it's just such a pity. We just finished a class a goddess class where we brought through, and we do channel Isis, by the way. So, and we do channel the Syrians. They're not here at the moment. They connect through us a little differently. So I don't know, maybe the galactic guides will come through today. We'll go till about midday. We'll go to about noon. So we still have another 20 minutes. So it's possible they'll come through. They connect through our consciousness, not through the auric field. So it's a little bit different.
They connect through your DNA
as well.
Structures.
Yeah,
that is correct.
So the question is, how can I communicate and connect more with Isis and Syrian Council and hear what guides are saying? What is the next step forward that will bring happiness and spiritual evolution? So there must be a sense or a knowing that Isis and the Syrian Council or the Syrian energies are part of your guides, which is great.
Let's do this first. In order to connect first with Syrian energies, let's go through a doorway. Let's go through the gate, an opening, a portal, and let that portal be Isis energy.
Okay, hang on. I'm just going to, you don't mind giving me a second here.
We have abundance of time.
Our thing just, I forget. Give us 1 second so that we can literally. It's funny, I've been doing social media for so long and I still get crazy about this stuff that this thing just disconnected completely.
Do not worry.
Oh. Okay. There we go, I think. Okay. Live again on Instagram. Why does Instagram cut you off after an hour? Does anyone else find that frustrating?
As we were saying.
As you were saying. I mean, it's just kind of big if we're going to bring through the Syrian energy and Isis.
Use Isis as a means to connect with Syrian energy. Isis is not a part of the Syrian energy. However, the beings that you refer to as Hathors are in communication and connection with Syrian energy. It is through the Syrian energy that the Hathors were able to make connections with your earth realm. Isis is a part of this Hathor energy as well. So when you connect with Isis, and how do you do that? Well, you focus your intentions upon that energy. She is not precisely a goddess, but more of a being. However, make your altars to her, focus on her energy, and in that way you will connect. As you connect more to Isis, you will connect more to Hathor energy as well, which will connect you more with Syrian energy. I hope this has been helpful.
It's not necessarily a hierarchy, although I know that
there are no hierarchies.
There's no hierarchy, but it's more that you could say the frequencies are close enough where that if you go through that route of the Hathors and Isis energy, it'll make it easier to connect to the Syrian energy, which is very, very strong energy. When the Syrian energy used to first come through us in the early days, it was so strong that Anthony could only hold it for maybe 2-3 minutes. That was it. The energy was so big. And so now we've assimilated that Syrian energy more so that it can stay in the field for longer.
Yes, that is correct. And we will say this to all of you. The more that you practice, the more you will be able to retain these energies that you seek. And they will connect you even more to whomever it is that you desire to be connected with. But remember who you are. You are always light and love first and foremost.
So in other words, remember when you're connecting, you are of light, you are of light, you are of light, you are love. Nothing will come into your field or leave your field that isn't of divine love. Your intention must be strong as you ground and connect to these energies.
Yes.
Because when you're opening a portal, anything can get in, really. You have to always remember that. Always remember ground, 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 intention, attention, attention, alignment, alignment, alignment. Sorry. Little Miss Discernment over here.
Are there more for us?
Yes. Brianna needs a clear sign of your role, her role in this awakening.
A clear sign.
Got to go to the heart.
1 second, please. 1 second, please.
I know, it's almost like in our humanness, we are looking for a sign. You know, we had a question once from I think she registered actually, somebody who was an environmentalist and a horticulturalist. And this was a couple years ago in one of our physical circles, and had asked how she could be kinder, or in her role of knowing that she wanted to support the planet. And of course, she's doing that in her everyday existence. So sometimes we're actually already in alignment with what we're doing. We sometimes just don't see it as a big enough contribution.
What is the question?
Well, she wants a sign,
A sign.
a clear sign.
What is the name?
Hang on. I'll just mention her first name for privacy purposes, but I will put it up on this so you can see right here, so you know the frequency and the energy. Brianna.
1 second, please.
So Brianna, they're just going to connect to your frequency.
A sign.
A sign, yes, indeed. Yeah, I like what Princess added about the further you ground, the higher you may ascend, inward as outward.
I am Yeshua. I am Yeshua. I am Yeshua of Magdala. And I am your sign at this moment. Stay in the present moment. As I have often said, I will say this unto you again, soul. If you have eyes, then see. If you have ears, then listen. But if you have a heart, then feel. Understand who you are, and that I will always be here with you. I am what you refer to as Christ or Christ consciousness. I am a part of you. I have never left you. I am only a part of you. Feel me, seek me, know my guidance, and I will be here for you as well. You wish to hear, to see a sign. I am that sign at this time. Know that you are here to be service to others and to give your love to others. And that if you desire to heal through me or through whomever you choose, it will happen and it will occur. Build your soul on a firm rock, and that rock will be love. I am Yeshua. These are my words unto you. Peace be with you. Love be with you. And give these qualities of who you are as light beings to all.
So that was the Yeshua energy coming through. Getting brighter, if you like, speaking sort of as an individual soul, even though it's not an individual
So
soul.
you understand.
Yes, guys.
There are always signs here, and we will give them to you. But you must keep your eyes open and your ears alert. Keep your consciousness in the highest vibrational pattern you can. And then you will see the signs and you will know.
Speaking of signs, is there a way to differentiate clearly when feeling collective feelings and personal feelings?
Collective feelings and personal feelings. Personal feelings are often a part of your ego. Now, what we would say is this. What do you feel when you are truly aligned? What do you feel when you know that you are of just love, pure, white light energy? How do you know these things? By staying in that resonance of energy field. When you start to feel anger, resentment, these are the personal feelings. But when you feel love and gratitude, this is an energy of the collective. This is how you know to distinguish between what is of source energy and what is of the ego. You see, you become used to it when you are of source energy. You understand the little triggers, and then you turn them off and say, 1 second, please. That is not who I am. I am of universal consciousness. I am of love energy first. The thoughts that are in my mind are not who I am. They are nothing more than shadows of what thing or something that I used to be. But they are not who you truly are. Shine light on all of these shadows, these thoughts that you think you are, and you will know your true essence. But you must practice of staying in this vibrational pattern all the time.
So in other words, rather than fixate or think that you are dealing with some negative karma residue, right, from a past life or even a parallel one, don't focus on that. Shine light on it and move on. Sometimes we get caught in thought paralysis, analysis, right? We're constantly trying to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. Just be present with what is. The same thing with your question, Kelly, about not having much appetite. Sometimes when we try to overanalyze things, we get caught in the thought process rather than in the heart, which is always present to what is.
Yes, that is correct.
Because Kelly wants to know, she's not having much appetite during the day. Could that be conserving energy for the work? Sleeping in the astro.
Appetite.
Yeah. And Catherine, I just want to address yours because she's asking about primary guide and we only have 5 minutes left. So that's sort of a personal question that they probably won't get to in this public forum. But, I really encourage you just to come to one of our more closed forums because we'll have more time for that kind of thing when we do our classes. And we do so many courses, all of which, even though they're all different, whether it's goddesses or connecting to goddesses, connecting to the quantum realm, the void, spiritual mastery, the angelic realm, whatever it is, every single course, we help you with connecting to your guides. That's just always part of it. But for the sake of the public forum, we're not going to have time to go that deep into that now. But I really encourage you to come to one of our...
Which question do you...
Well, I just wanted
desire us to answer.
That she's not having much appetite during the day. Could that be conserving energy for the work that she's doing in the astro?
Now remember, each soul is on its own journey. There is no one particular path. Many times energy forms, such as yourselves, when you desire to do light work or healing, you take a path. Some paths are more restrictive than others. There are energy forms, healers such as yourself, that desire to be vegans, vegetarians, things of that nature. And we encourage that as well. The lighter you eat, the lighter your energy body becomes. But you must give your body sustenance in order to do the work. You must feed your body, but feed it well. Feed it with the best, only the best, because you are only the best. So give your body the highest nutrients that it needs in order to do the work. You are the guru, and only you know what your body needs. If you feel there is a reduction in hunger, then that is okay. But make sure when you do eat, you eat the highest quality nutrients there is. And always give thanks for
Yes.
whatever it is that you eat, because you are intimately, energetically connected to it as well.
Yeah, that's super, super important, actually. Let's see. And then, okay, we'll take one more question and then we'll do a little energy transmissions for healing of the field and the body. And so let's see. Bhavna, can you speak about the void and what we can learn from accessing it? So we are going to do a course on the void per your recommendation previously. So we're definitely going to do that, but we can speak to it briefly now. And the little time that we...
The void.
Oh, that's funny. Teresa wants to know if Anthony's eyes are two colors or only when he channels. His eyes do look different when they channel, for sure. He's hazel eyes normally. So anyway, back to the void.
The void.
Yes, that'll be the last question. Then we'll do some energy healing for those of you guys who are open to receiving it right after that. And then we'll wrap.
Darkness, obscurity, void, nothingness. Is that what you think the void is? Well, we will tell you these things. From the dark, there is light. When you don't understand or you cannot see into something, that doesn't mean that nothing exists there. The void, what you refer to, is full of life. The nothingness that you refer to is everythingness. There are many, many, many species that exist in the void. And some of you out there do already. The void is what we would refer to as a very high light, formless forms that are here only to benefit humanity. The void is a darkness that is here to show you light. Where you see darkness, we see only life and love. And that is what the void truly is. When you look up into the night sky and you see nothing, a void of empty space, we will tell you this: it is far from empty, but it is teeming with life.
We just can't see it with our human eyes.
No, you can't. One day, you as a species will be part of a great galactic family. They're all waiting. We believe you said that you wish us to heal.
Yes. So before everybody goes into that resonance field of receiving, I just wanted to put this in the chat for everyone. So our guides are going to stay in to do some healing now, but I just want to put just info on what we're doing. So those of you who are new to our work can go check us out. And yes. So there's 3 different links there for our, we always used to forget this, and then all of our regulars say, why are you not telling people about your courses? So we are going to do that. So you can just check them out, what we have coming up. I just It's Blue Soul Circles for Facebook. I'm doing typos here. I need to get better at that. Ooh, I'm not doing well today. Those last two links are not the right links. Blue Soul Earth / study with spirit. Those are where all of our courses are listed. So check that out. Our master course there, our advanced course, which is starting in January, is on there as well. It's called Blue Soul Masters. And we're going to do courses coming up in January on the quantum healing, connecting to your guides, the Goddess series, a course for men only, and I can't remember what else. But, you know, just check out our sites, join our private Facebook group, which is private. And with that, you have all of our info.
Time you come within this resonance field, you are being healed.
Yeah.
And what we mean is this: you are changing the DNA of your energy bodies. You are enlivening them. You are remembering who you are. Your chakras are becoming more aligned. Your meridians are becoming more crystalline now and becoming more receptive to all of the crystalline energies that make up your planet. Your consciousness is becoming awake. And that is what we do each time you are here with us. Each time you are with anyone that is giving you healing, you are becoming more aligned, more awake, and more enlivened. Now we give ourselves unto you because you receive us. 1 second, please. We will call upon the angelic realm to bring more light and love into your fields so that you may become light and love to all of those that surround you.
So just have the intention during the healing to receive love, to receive healing, to receive any enhancements, strength, immunity boost that you need to become more aligned and whole with who you truly are at this time. So whatever is healthiest for you and healthiest for all, that's what you receive, and only that, what your soul and your energy body needs.
Metatron, I will give you codes, sequences, numbers that you require at this time. I will assist you on your path.
So this is Metatron. If you're not familiar, it's an angelic energy, mostly responsible for order, code, sacred geometry, and healing.
Mm. 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 Mm.
It's a big energy.
We are your family. Galactic. We are here to assist you.
So our galactic team is made up of many as well, but Palladians, Syrians, Ontarians, and beyond. So their strength is what's frequency adjustments. Some of you may feel this more than others.
I am Mary of Magdala, and I'm here to assist you as well. 1 second, please.
So
I am so proud of all of you for being here.
Mary Magdalene has come
Yes,
through.
I'm only here for a few seconds. I'm here to allow you to understand these things about yourselves. Find your authentic self. Find who you truly are. I know why you're all here. I'm here to assist you as well. I am giving you my energy right now, sacred feminine, for all of you. Be of peace, be of love, and I will come unto you as well if you choose. My time is done.
Often Mary Magdalene is a big part of
Yes.
our teachings, and she usually spends a lot more time than a few minutes.
Even I know when I must back down as well.
It's always good to have you.
It
come
is
forward.
an honor to be in the presence of all of you great souls. I look forward to working with you as well. Goodbye for now.
Okay, now they're going to step back. Magdalene's going to step back, and our guides will step back, and Anthony will come forward again with any last minute observations of what he may have received in his humanness.
That is good. We are honored that you have received us today. We are enraptured with your love. We only wish that you remember who you are, that you are not separate from us, that we are you and you are us.
Yeah.
Be of love, of gratitude, and always stay in the frequencies of light, love, gratitude, and the highest consciousness. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om. Peace be with you. Thank you, Gaia, for receiving us.
We love you guys.
And we love you.
You're always a delight. Though they do give me some hard love at times. So Anthony will be back momentarily as our guides leave. Unplug, you could say. They don't really leave, but they unplug from his energy body and allow the consciousness of Anthony in his human form to come back to be with us. You back?
1 second.
So he can readjust to the 3D realm. You back?
Yes.
Yay,
More or less.
Anthony's back. So wow, what a powerful buzz hour. We really should put 1.5 hours. We can never do anything in an hour.
No, we never can.
We tried.
I think the information that was given today is just basic information because the questions are general as well. But the more that you allow yourself to become part of an energy field, the more you're able to connect to it and the more answers are given to you.
Yeah.
I always liken our guides to like our best teachers and professors and gurus, that they'll never give us the answers to anything. We always have to work for it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Then they'll say to us, you want the keys to the universe, but you have to earn them. And
thank you, Kelly.
But anyway, this has been beautiful. I mean, I love being in this resonance of beautiful high love frequency, and especially with all of you.
Yeah.
And I can't even see all of you.
I mean, we hope that we will see, I know there's some of our regulars here, but we hope that we will see some of our non-regular people at some of our upcoming courses. Bye, everyone. We love you.